here we go. Welcome back everyone to another Wuthering Waves live stream. So the version 2.7 update did come out. So we're going to be playing through that today. The main quest, just the main quest, and then maybe tomorrow if we have time we'll go through the events. One thing I do want to mention though is that I did recently come from the dentist today, and I received a numbing anesthetic, so if my speech does sound a bit slurred, that's the reason why, but there shouldn't be a problem for the most part. I'll try to enunciate whatever it is I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into the game. Now, if you read the title, you might notice that it doesn't say that I'm convening for anyone. And I'm probably not going to convene for Galbrena because I want to save my asteroids more for Choyuan. I think Choyuan resonates more with my type of style, and that's why I want to save for Choyuan instead of Galbrena. And I believe my fusion team is already pretty strong because we're running Chun-Li, Brent, and Lupa. Now Chun-Li is not the greatest DPS. I believe Galbrena does trump her as a better DPS, but I think right now, because this is my strongest team, I like to focus on building one of my other teams and getting them to be just as strong. That way the tower and also Whimpering Waste isn't like too much of a trouble, because my fusion team dominates in Whimpering Waste in the tower, but my other teams, my Arrow team, my Glacio team, Electro team, those are kind of lackluster at the moment. So that's why I want to focus on building characters from other elements that can help to improve those teams. So yeah, very early. Yeah, we are streaming a bit early today, Josh, because I do have something to get done later in the day. So I won't be here later, which means I have to kind of stream now. I don't know how long the main quest is, so we'll get through as much as we can, and if we don't finish it today, we'll just come back and finish it tomorrow. But one good thing about this version is that there's no new location. So if we go ahead and bring up the map here, you can see that all the maps are still 100, which means that there's no new location, which means no exploration reward, but it means that I don't have to go out of my way to do another 100%, which is great, because with every version that they've been adding over the last couple weeks, or the last couple versions like 2.6, 2.5, they've been adding one new area every time, and then I have to go out of my way to 100% it, which doesn't take too long. Usually takes about 2 to 3 hours to get done. Not a big deal, but I'm glad that they didn't add anything new this time. So sure, we don't get as many asteroids, but at the end of the day, I don't have to go through a 2 or 3 hour process to get it done. Alright, let's go ahead and bring up the main quest here. We have Dawn Breaks on Dark Tides. The bygone shall always return. Go to focus mode just in case. We want to make sure that nothing is interrupting this quest, so let's go straight for it. We're meeting up in Raguna City. Now, I have not played Galbrena. I haven't tried her character trial yet, so I don't know anything about her. So this is gonna be basically a blind introduction to who she is. So you and I, everyone here watching, will basically be introduced to her, and we'll be able to meet her. You and I both don't know anything about her, so we'll meet her together. Let's hope the stream doesn't lag or anything. I know sometimes Wuthering Waves does cause a little bit of lag.
Can you smell that? Sweet old Margarita's restaurant. Come on! Let's go stuff our faces already.
Let's take care of important matters first. You'll eat well soon. I promise.
We'll have to adjust the volumes as well, because
We're here to find
typically whenever I do these main quests, the music tends to be a bit strong. So I'll have to edit the volumes after this cutscene.
I still can't believe Tethys couldn't unlock the Sentinel's relic we found in Septimon.
At least now we know it's called the Civilization Capsule. It probably holds key legacy
Also,
data
you're
left
probably
behind by the
you're
Sentinel.
probably going to notice a lot of black flashes. That's just because probably it's the game, or maybe it's OBS acting up with the game. It's not something I can fix. It's
Like
something
some ancient
that's
data recorder,
that's
right?
a game issue.
But Tethys said to unlock it, we'll need the Leviathan's power. If it's really from the Sentinel, why do we need the Threnodian's power?
I tried
for that?
BLR again today because the update, it just gotten worse. What's going on with BLR? Did they make any updates that I guess made the meta worse? Because I stopped playing after they edited, or not edited, but after they added in just, I think I stopped after Loki.
Maybe because they fused together at some point.
Oh well, guess that's why we need to find Cardathea.
The
Maybe she'll know a
goalkeeper
workaround.
got somehow dumber. I mean, wasn't it always easy to score against the goalkeeper? I don't think BLR's goalkeeper was ever meant to be difficult.
The Black Shores warned that the waters in Raguna are acting weird again. Gotta be extra careful. And you know, something feels off in the city too. It's not as cheerful as when we left it.
Yeah, but a ball can slowly roll in now. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
alright.
And they just threw a huge carnival not long ago too.
Amid howling winds, rising storms, and ghosts adrift, I heard the captain's call.
Look! Over there! Isn't that Brant and Rachia? Wow! The troop of fools is putting on a show!
Hoist the sails, O humanity! The abyss and the summit have entwined. Your only
And I
path
tried
now is forward.
Lavinia. It's just not
bold and
fair if I
uncharted.
get Awakening since it's an auto goal. I see.
You stand on the precipice.
Well,
Now is the hour to decide
I don't think the
your fate.
Masters were made to be
plant
fair in the
seed
first
of your
place.
highest hope and watch it bloom
I
into
mean, that's the
tomorrow.
reason why their drop chance is low.
Captain, why do you burn alone in your own flames?
If you do not first become ashes, how will you rebuild? Embrace your fire. Embrace your grief. Go into your solitude. I love those who dare to create, who strive to transcend. For in doing so, their old selves are destroyed. Yes, so they might reach the shores of a new life.
It's you know, Brent does have a point here.
The journey onward is perilous. To stand still is perilous. To look back is also perilous. To tremble and falter is perilous. Now, I begin to understand what truly makes a hero great. It is to stand before humanity's deepest sorrow and its highest hope.
Oh, how I love those whose souls remain rich and vast, even when wounded, even when the smallest risk could spell doom. They leap without hesitation into the unknown should you stand alone, suffering in the endless dark. Today, may you hold fast to every last ember of courage and hope!
Alright.
Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by fools, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Where am I? That was
This
Christophero's voice
is
just now.
interesting.
Is this another one of his illusions? Buling's bronze mirror isn't responding. Abby? No answer. This isn't like what happened in September.
That
Guess I
All
can
of
only keep
our-
moving and find out why.
Oh, our comrades are here.
Mistaking rebellion and recklessness for glory. Like an inferior gem made precious only by how it glitters. Yes, even the cast-offs of lesser branches can earn admiration if they shine bright enough. She couldn't control the monstrous family legacy. So she turned to bravado, an armor crafted to hide her naivety and fear. Fragile. False. But oh, how brilliantly a gem shines. In the instant it shatters.
You know?
The phases of the moon wove her luminous gaze. Yet she insists on using that light to peer into fate's menacing face. Her eyes were destined to be burned. All who overstep cannot escape its wrath. Now neither she nor her moon will ever be whole again.
Phoebe?
A pure heart, blindly devoted to a deity on the verge of extinction. Yet the true eternal divinity embraces all. It washes away everything, be it joy or sorrow or hope or obsession. She realigned her faltering faith, and in doing so, claimed her redemption.
Okay. Cantarella?
Gentleness born of delusion. A beautiful, sorrowful fantasy. She tried to confront an ancient curse with blind devotion and silence. But fear has eaten away at her soul.
I think this
Illusion stripped her
update or this
freedom,
version
and her
is
tears
kind of
have
like a
long
recap
since left
of
her
everything that's
nowhere
happened so
to
far.
hide.
I don't know if this is the last version before we leave Renacida, but it kind of seems like it based on the fact that we're kind of reminiscing on all of the allies that we've
What
gathered
she
so far.
needs is not light, but a long, dreamless sleep.
Okay, and then we have Augusta.
A valiant and determined ruler. On the battlefield where life and death collide, a faint ember lingers, flickering, barely alive. Conquest and slaughter walk hand in hand. Sooner or later, she will be consumed by the very sun that nurtured her. Beyond her throne lies nothing but withered bones. If she cannot endure such loneliness, then she must learn to descend her own steps and enter their world.
Brilliant.
Ah, he plays the role of captain. I have a theory. Tell me, do you think a performer would ever realize that he is part of a grander play? He mistook his role for his true self, blind to danger and death alike. In the end, he led his crew straight into the abyss. Burning passion is but a beautiful kind of madness. When the curtain falls, he'll stand trial before the flames of his own arrogance. Amid the endless
And then
cycle of surging
probably
tides,
you.
she plunges into fate's swirling maelstrom once more. Soon, she will wear a new crown, one ordained by fate, never to be defied. Her fate was written long ago. What remains is but a fleeting moment of stolen peace. What you see before you is fate itself. And now, with every step you take, you stir the tides into motion. Is it fate that rules over man, or man who commands fate? I await your answer to this question.
guess we'll have to see.
What is this place? Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss. All who enter must first forsake all hope.
Alright. Oh,
These tacit discords, why aren't they attacking?
Harbinger, open the gates of paradise for us.
oh, there she is. Okay. Very interesting
You'd
camera
better
angle we
leave.
have here.
This place isn't leading to any salvation. Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Alright, well,
Rover! Rover?
riveting start.
We could try this. Nightmare Awakener.
Whoa.
Oh, you're finally awake. 1 second I'm fine. The next, my head's spinning. And you're face down on the ground.
I'm fine. What I saw, though,
Sounds like the same thing happening to the people here. From what I've heard, many Raganesi have been having peculiar dreams lately. Even some of our troop members, too. The details vary, but they all end the same way. The fall of Renacida. And it's not just in Dreamland, either. Rover, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there have been strange rumors appearing across Renacida lately. Even in Septimod, folks claim they've seen tacit discords not of this land in the wilds, or the ghosts of their ancestors.
Thanks to all these oddities, the mood in Ragoon has gone sour. The troupe performed today because Brant thought a new play to lighten the mood might give the people some hope.
But here's the odd part. Only Renacidans seem to be having these dreams. Visitors are spared. The same should be true of you.
Alright, let's see.
Well, not Brant or me, but someone in the troupe has. They said they dreamed of sinking into an enormous black ocean.
There was black water back in that location.
Tacit discords in the stormy sea have been more restless lately. And the siren songs? Well, they've started sounding an awful lot like the Order's hymns. We'll keep gathering intel on our end. Might be worth asking around the city to see who else has been experiencing this. Renacida's tides don't lie. Watch your back.
What were those tacit discords whispering about? Gates of paradise and the word harbinger. Could they mean the harbinger of the dark tide? The only harbinger of the dark tide is Fenrico. But he should still be sealing the dark tide at the orders for Bricatorium. That figure I saw. And Cardathia's murder. I came back to find her. So I should look for her first. She might know what's at the root of all this.
If I remember last time, Cardathia was at the Black Shores. Alright, here we go. Okay, well, we have a lot of optional things to do, so let's get those done first. I always like to do the optional because they give us extra dialogue, essentially. Okay, I guess there's no voice acting for this one. Vision pulled from memory. There is a possibility that he's trying to entrap these people in like these real memories in order to gather something. Maybe some source of power? No idea. I don't know exactly what I keep forgetting his name, the playwright. I don't know exactly what his plan is, but I guess that's something that we'll have to figure out when we get to the end of this. Whether or not we defeat him or he gets away is, well, that's kind of based on everyone here. Hobgoblins, banshees, beasties, imagination. Afterlife. Interesting. Okay. Well, seems like everyone's still having these dreams and it's making some type of vision. It's producing a vision that they know of that feels real. But it's not
Is that
changing.
Cantarella up ahead?
Rover, what brings you back to the inverted towers so suddenly?
Something's come up. I need Cardathia's help to deal with it. Did something unusual happen here?
I've only just arrived. For now, everything appears to be in order. I didn't come because of any disturbance. There are matters I too need to discuss with Cardathia.
Oh. Cutscene. Okay, this is basically like a Devil May Cry moment. For those who don't know, there was a moment in DMC4 where it's essentially Nero in like a chapel, And then Dante just comes crashing in through the glass, through the window.
Cantarella?
How could this happen?
That woman.
Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Why does this scene match what I saw in that dreamland? Her tacit mark. Look, it's flickering. Cantarella, she's...
No. Something's wrong. It's strange. I can't sense any frequency from her, and yet she is still resonating with something.
A resonator's frequency is usually gone when they die, right? This doesn't make any sense.
There's something even stranger. Cardathia had her sword in hand. With her strength, how could she fall to an intruder like that? And it doesn't look like she even tried to resist.
The Sword of Divinity, sealed with a portion of the Sentinel's power. Could what we're seeing be a result of that power of separation being awakened?
There's something even stranger. The inverted tower itself is a sealed Sonaro. Only the Phasaelias know it exists. So how did she find it?
That is very true.
And she broke through the stained glass from the outside. Physically. Not by tearing through the Sonaro sphere. Cardathia has complete control over the tower. If someone had intruded, would she really not have noticed? There's something even stranger. Spent casings. These traces. Could they be from the Dark Tide?
Ugh, you bet they are. I'd know that stench anywhere. And I caught the same frequency on that freak who jumped out earlier.
There's something even stranger. Cantarella, you never did get to say what brought you here.
Cardathia reached out to me with an urgent matter to discuss. She gave no details, only insisting that I come at once. With the strange phenomena stirring across Raguna, I feared it might be linked to the Dark Tide, or Leviathan.
Was what I saw really just an illusion? I saw this, her death, exactly as it's happening now. That woman, she was using Dark Tide energy. Could she be another Harbinger? Whatever the case, we need to find the one who did this. I want answers.
Leave Cardathia to me. I'll bring her back to the Phasaelia estate and keep her safe. The rest, I entrust to you.
This nose? I could track the Dark Tide blindfolded. Let's follow the stench and hunt down this killer.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, alright. Rover can fly with one wing. That's mighty impressive. And we still get this one menacing, kind of menacing screenshot. It's a little unsettling. But we'll figure out what that is soon.
That's weird. The trail ends here, but my head's starting to spin again.
It's the Dark Tide's energy messing with you again. You can rest. I'll search the area.
Nice landing.
Abby? Asleep already. That drowsiness should have worn off by now. Another side effect of the dark tide? Since leaving the inverted tower of Raguna's sky, what happened to it?
Spear of glory! Pierce through!
Hey, I recognize him.
Slipped away again.
I
By this
don't
spear,
remember
I
his
vow
name.
to protect
Oh,
my
there it is.
allies and crush the hearts of the evil.
Avidius? What are you doing out here?
What any gladiator of Septimont is born to do. Hunting. But you, Your Grace, you vanished without a word. What brings you back in such a hurry? That's a long story. Let's speak of more pressing matters. Are you after the Thundering Mephis as well?
No. I'm tracking someone else.
Silver hair and violet eyes, cloaked in cursed shadow-lit flame. So you seek the one they call Discord Slayer.
Discord Slayer? Sounds like you know something about her.
Discord Slayer is a interesting name. If you take that with context, well, without context, and just use Discord as, you know, the application that lets you chat with other people, Discord Slayer, that is a wild name.
Yes, she's on my radar. I suspect the recent Tacit Discord outbreak in Raguna City is tied to her presence. Your Grace hasn't heard. It struck not long ago. I had gone there in search of the Quill Bearer. While gathering information, the city was suddenly overrun. To be precise, they looked more like spawn of the Dark Tide. The outbreak has since been contained, but the Genesis Nexus was damaged. Without it, common echoes can't be used, and Raguna is no longer secure. The Montellis and the Order agreed to evacuate all civilians to Averado Vault, where private echoes can still be deployed. It's the only way to protect them.
A TD outbreak right after I left. But while I was there, I didn't even sense a ripple.
The Thundering Mephis has fled! The path ahead is safe!
Thank you for your help, Gladiator! Averado Vault isn't far from here. We can handle the rest of the journey.
Be careful out there.
Now, about the Discord Slayer you seek. The townsfolk shared some troubling whispers. She may call herself that, but witnesses have seen her alongside swarms of Tacet Discords, leading them like troops into battle. What's more, many have confirmed that the unrest across Raguna coincides exactly with her appearances. The time and place match perfectly. I even crossed paths with her on the road to Raguna. I sensed a malicious frequency we both know well. The Dark Tide. Of course. Even if she didn't cause the outbreak in Raguna City, the connection is undeniable. The Dark Tide is Rinasita's ancient enemy. If you're hunting her, allow me to join you and lend my aid.
Sure. Come on.
Do you have any leads on her whereabouts now?
If I'm correct, the Thundering Mephis we encountered is also a Dark Tide creation. This frequency it left behind, we can track it, and from there draw out the Discord Slayer herself. To that end, we'll need this.
That's a cool
An
item.
anchor stone. You brought that all the way from Septimont?
A habit picked up on the hunt. You're no stranger to its use either, Your Grace. Looks like I'm fortunate to be hunting alongside you again.
Okay. Oh, wrong button. Can't fly, right? Oh, I can. But it's a bit...
Take note. Enemies ahead.
Okay, here we go.
Dark-tongued creations. Grant them the oblivion they deserve.
The wicked will face judgment.
What do we have here?
What a hollow existence. Who scripted your delusion?
You mentioned you left Tetragon Temple to search for the Quillbearer here in Raguna, right?
I grew weary of waiting. When I heard rumors of his presence in Raguna, I came to find him myself. No trace of him yet. But I've learned this much. Here, no verses were ever penned about me. The Ragunesi know not my name, past, nor the prophecy I once carried. Here, I am a completely blank page. If my former existence was just a fabrication, an idea of some hero of heroes crafted to Septimon's expectations, then perhaps here in Raguna I am free to write my own story. Free to define my own existence. Free to create a reality of my own.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good way of looking at it.
This matters more than finding him. I will break free from his narrative and become the master of my own destiny.
Your fate is what you want it to be. No one else gets to decide who you are. No one has the right to dismiss your efforts and dreams with some absurd idea of destiny. You'll find your own truth. I know it.
You honor me. I hope to prove worthy of that belief.
Alright. Onward. So, oh, never mind. I was gonna say adjust the volumes, but can't really do that right now.
The anchor stone is holding strong. Let's push forward. Our destination is up ahead. Is that an entrance to a paradimensional tacit field? Raguna's geographical records haven't documented this. Do you feel that? That ominous energy? Huh. The anchor stone confirms the thundering Mephis is hiding here. Very well. I stand with you. Whatever comes, you have my sword.
What happened? Where's Avidius? We crossed inside at the same time.
What's this?
It's the Thundering Mephis.
Open the gates.
So you just rattling in without thinking.
That voice. The Discord said. Is this her trap?
Another illusion.
Focus. You are an illusion. It's weaponizing your combat instincts. Steady your resolve. Do not let its whispers sway you.
The pain and hallucinations are fake. Is she helping me?
Good. See that cocoon in the center? Thundering Mephis is just there. That right there is the core of the domain.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I've been attacking it this entire time.
Then the monster of this illusion will unravel together.
The wicked will
face judgment! Hopefully this helps. Waves rise. Judgment strikes. Wind rises. Annihilation. The wicked will face judgment.
Got it.
It worked. But who are you? And what did you do to Cardathia?
Now is not the time for stories, but I'll tell you this. I'm here to kill the Harbinger of the Dark Tide. To stop a greater calamity.
I can't hear her voice anymore. Time to leave this place.
I love this detail about Air Rover, the eye. This is a nice detail. You only get it when you fill up the entire Forte bar. It's great.
Rover! Are you unharmed? You vanished the moment we entered the Tacit Field.
I'm fine. So it's gone?
I'm glad you can actually see it in the
Ovidius, did you
cutscenes
see
too.
anything after we got separated?
The thundering Mephis was nowhere in sight. But I did observe a peculiar figure. I couldn't see his face clearly, but I heard him call himself Caligula. Caligula was a tyrant feared throughout Septimon's history. Notorious for his cruelty that defied reason, the world remembers him as the Mad King. Legends say he wielded a vile black resonance energy, and the worst calamities ever stirred by the Dark Tide all began with him. He didn't fight it. He embraced it, commanded its abominations, bent them to his will. In the end, the people rose against him and struck him down, but not before he left a curse. I shall become the very history and memory of Septimon, so long as fear lingers in your hearts. I shall return.
The power to command the Dark Tide's creations. Only a Harbinger could do that. That Discord Slayer says she's hunting the Harbinger to stop a greater calamity. If that's true, then everything happening across Raguna might be tied to the Harbinger. She pulled me from the illusion. If she's the cause of this chaos, why help me? This isn't making sense. Harbinger, who are you, really?
Rover, traces of the Dark Tide's frequency still linger where the paradimensional Tacit Field collapsed. The Anchor Stone is useless now. The signal is blocked by some sort of spatial layer.
Augusta said the Dark Tide spoke to her when it swallowed her whole. Maybe I can learn something that way. My telepathic ability should give me a way in.
Telepathy? Your Grace is versed in many arts. I don't doubt your abilities, but this is the Dark Tide. Reckless contact could... I don't want to see another tragedy like what befell Septimon.
We're falling behind. The Discord Slayer knows far more than we do. We need to find her. And fast. I'm not letting any lead slip past us. I can't see anything. I'm only getting jumbled voices. Focus. I should be able to hear something.
Okay, everybody listen. Don't panic. Take the lift. It will bring you to safety.
The prototype echoes in the depositories. Activate them all.
Those voices. Zani and Carlotta. They're in Everardo Vault. The Dark Tide creations could be appearing there.
It's currently sheltering a large number of civilians.
Let's not waste time. We leave now.
I could just use the resonance beacon, but I think using the ray is more fun now.
Zani, status of the evacuation.
80% of Raguna's residents have been relocated, but the troop of fools hit a storm while ferrying people from the Riccioli Islands. Rough seas out there.
Trust them to see it through.
Miss Carlotta, we've cleared the depositories as ordered, ready to receive incoming supplies.
Good. Renacita's greatest treasure has always been the people who built it. The next Cloudpather Express is due at any moment. Be ready to offload.
Understood, ma'am.
Rover! If you mean the incident in Raguna, you've likely already heard. A horde of tacit discords has overrun the city, and common echoes are out of control.
Evacuation here is still on track. No anomalies detected in Averardo Vault. Yet. Your assistance is appreciated, Seravidius. The residents from Eglatown have all been accounted for.
I am simply fulfilling my duty.
Strange. I clearly sense the Dark Tide's presence around here. So why does everything seem normal?
That's probably why.
Gunfire! We've got intruders.
These Tidespawn, they've evolved fast. Mutation? Or... And sure enough.
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities are not normal.
All this by her hand.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your faith in appearances. That is what they really are.
The Dark Tide can corrupt, and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace. Only the righteous may taste eternity. Wickedness shall be purged by the blade, and those who consort with calamity shall fall. Galbrenna, demon wrought from ruin, you are not welcome here.
Fenrico? Why would he be here?
You have
Never thought
slaughtered
we'd get
my
to see
flock
Fenrico
and
again.
ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into damnation myself before your carnage spreads any further. You should be howling in the Styx depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire, forever.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine. Only desecration and scorn. Demon, your sins are ripe for judgment. By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
She could have dodged that. But she took the hit to shield a civilian? And Fenrico. He knew innocents were here, but didn't hold back at all.
Righteous one, I come to cleanse Renacita of a traitorous demon and avenge the blood debts of my people. Why raise your blade against me? Renacita teeters on the edge of collapse. Now, more than ever, we must uphold the tenets of unity and salvation. The path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the authority bestowed upon me, I will open the gates to the divine paradise.
this is a huge accusation here.
Unless you're not Fenrico at all.
You. Who are you? What do you want?
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must pay for blood. The path born of injustice must be fought. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. When all hope seems lost, we are the beginning and the end. The absolution and the grace. Hand over the civilization capsule.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all. Lost your patience, have you?
Death is the fruit of transgression. To resist it is to defy the will of the divinity.
You and your divinity cannot end me. And these dark tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
I am the Enlightened One, anointed by the divinity and crowned by fate itself.
Enlightened
Ah,
one. Okay.
so you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
Mocked by fate, whispering poison, a demon reviled by all. You wield the Dark Tide's power, yet you dare judge me?
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, how about we try this? The envoys declare the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge. By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Looks like the judgment is clear. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
Alright, let's take him down.
How were they able to disguise themselves as humans? I've never heard of any possessing such ability.
Fangs are bearing. Don't hesitate. Let's end them all.
The one mimicking the Primus is the power. Take it down, and the rest will collapse.
Yeah, I never figured out how to use sound
We'll
effects.
need to clear the rubble.
He's almost dead.
That which cometh from the sea shall walk upon the land. It shall work great wonders and mark the flesh of its faithful. All who have ears to hear, let them hear.
A new era awaits. Improvise. Still recognized.
No contest. I can spare a minute to knock some heads around. Don't stand in my way! Come on.
Wow, okay.
Ovidius, you have received the blessing of my master. Serve your true divinity.
I shall never back down! Rover, now!
Oh, now it's shattered open.
Another dimension within the civilization capsule. But why does it open?
Permissions detected, Arbiter.
Oh, wait, I know her.
First instance initiated.
We only gotta. Yeah, she was the very first entity that we saw when we loaded into the game.
Outcome verified.
I don't know anything about her,
Compiled.
but she's the very first entity we saw.
Advancing to phase 2.
Okay, things are getting interesting now.
Arbiter, this moment was always foreseen. Now, it comes to pass. Arbiter, I grieve to say, I am but a message, set to activate in response to the presence of an initiator. Time, in this place, flows near still. A moment remains for us to speak. When I merged with Leviathan, it seized a fragment of my mind, and with it, a trace of my power to separate. I knew not the fullness of its design. As a safeguard, I split elements of my core data into this space. The civilization capsule. It records the origin and birth of the Rinnesetan civilization, preserving their most ancient memories. Once, we drafted the first blueprint for these seaborn kin. Now, I have entombed it here. Arbiter, heed me now. Let me unveil Rinneseta's beginning.
Okay.
In the beginning, life rose and fell with the tide.
Oh, drag downwards slowly. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
The displaced and wandering did follow my guidance. They journeyed unto the archipelago. There, I did leave knowledge and technology, that they might walk the path to freedom.
Your light
Wow,
blesses
that's,
us.
I love interactive cutscenes.
We follow your will.
To build our republic. Unity became the bedrock of civilization. But Leviathan seized upon mankind's longing for unity to manifest civilization's shadow.
Swipe slowly along the path.
It spoke in my
Are we playing
name,
Osu?
wrought false miracles, forged hollow grace, feeding on stagnant, obedient minds.
Click.
We are blessed by the sea. By you, we are unified. By you, we are born. From the sea we came, and to the sea we shall return.
From the founding of civilization, it had invaded their spirit and beliefs. I rose against it, only to unleash the dark tide. It scarred Rinneseta beyond measure. I began to question all I had done. The Threnodian doth steer Renacita's fate. And I too once guided Renacita's course. In truth, we were no different. We both sought to mold civilization after our own will. Those who truly walked the land were never granted the right to choose.
Oh, space.
Civilizations abound with Threnodians. No eternal solution doth exist. Have I the right to choose their fate? The shaping of a civilization must belong to its people. Only the people can decide where their future must lead.
That's pretty cool.
What followed, thou already knowest. I allowed the Threnodian to exist. I chose coexistence, using myself to shackle it. I partook of its blight, that I might comprehend it. Once, I did seek thy counsel. Thou granted me the freedom to choose.
I just have one question. Why did the civilization capsule need the Threnodian's power to open?
When Leviathan and I were one, I split a sliver of its frequency. A memory. That memory I sealed here. The capsule was ever meant for thy hands. My design was that it should open only in the presence of thou and the Resonator, bearing both my power and that of Leviathan.
What if that Resonator became the Threnodian's puppet?
If that came to pass, then Renacita hath already fallen, and the truth within this capsule would cease to matter. But if she standeth with humanity, then this truth is hers to know, and thine. Leviathan was born from the dark side of mankind's longing for unity. Their fear of the sea shaped its likeness as a great sea creature. Even at civilization's dawn, it had already tainted mankind's hearts. A primeval shadow lurking within the soul. The opening of the capsule shall stir the Renacitan's oldest memories. Leviathan shall seek, through the blueprint we created, to lay claim to Renacita's fate anew. If the Renacitans wouldst walk a path free of divinity, they must face their past and the most primeval fear. They must overcome the shadow born of civilization. Arbiter.
Okay, I don't know why.
The hour of
this
farewell
was
hath
doing that.
come.
You might notice that my
Go now.
PNG 2 is just
Gather
flashing
every
and
last
I'm
hope.
not saying anything. Something with
If all
Discord's
unfoldeth
noise
as
suppression.
it should, Renacita shall be free of divinity henceforth. When the shadows of the soul are at last dispelled, Renacita shall welcome a true dawn, and humanity shall have a future beyond any I could foresee.
The true faithful believed in Imperator. So too did Imperator believe in humanity.
I don't think she's an enemy at this point.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions. Now tell me what I need to know.
If I told you I acted to save Cartethia, would you believe me? This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us. This is for you.
Righteous One, trust her. And trust me. Everything we've done is to defeat Leviathan.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartethia is dead, but she may still return. For that to happen, we
Dead
need
with
to kill
quotation marks.
Leviathan.
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she absorb it when they merged?
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure you've seen it. That gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinasita. Use it to bring back Leviathan.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Thronodian. How long has this been going on?
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Cartethia may have been scripted. A setup to give Leviathan a shot at slipping the Sentinel.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer? I can't imagine Cartethia keeping something that important from me.
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. As for the rest... The next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst-case scenario. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't, the Dark Tide can overwhelm Raguna again at any moment.
You're saying this Harbinger is behind all the Dark Tide creations we're seeing?
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinasita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as anchors, pulling horror into form and speeding the Tidespawn. If the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near, those things evolve. They feed off the Harbinger's thoughts and memories to become more real. Some even start to look human. You've noticed it. The Tidespawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means... Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one shares slivers of thought and memory. I kill them, and I take what they know. They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule. So, I followed you. Tracked your movements. Figured if I stayed close, sooner or later I'd find the Tidespawn's core. Maybe even the Harbinger. The capsule
I don't know
only
why
unlocks
Discord
with
is
both the
flashing
Sentinel
like that. I'm
and
not
Trinodian's power.
saying anything.
And it
but it
opened the moment
picks
you
up
and that
like I'm saying
gladiator
something.
touched it. So...
You think it's Avidius. But you...
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago. And this power, it's mine. Who I turn it against is my choice. You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon. When Calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade.
I sure hope so.
Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking about. Loud, messy, unforgettable. The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time
welcome
for
to the stream,
talking is
T-Man.
over. Leviathan's power is spreading, and this space is about to collapse. We need to find a way out.
Okay, let's do it.
I see this. They're all tide spawn.
I do like...
The civilization capsule was tainted
I like
by
how
the
they
dark
built
tide.
it.
That's how I got in. Followed the corruption straight through.
So you can enter the dark tide. No wonder we couldn't find you.
Yes, but the frequencies there are chaotic. I locked onto yours and followed it to the storm. You have access to core data.
Oh, I can play it. Okay, I didn't realize she was
He
part
might
of the
have
party.
been swept into the frequency vortex. Hard to say what is on it. We need to move fast to find him.
I need to figure out how she
Figure out who he really is before the next wave of tide storm hits. The exit is at the end of this wind trail. Stay on it.
Managed to get Elbrenna even though I'm taking a break with the game. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be pulling for Galbrenna myself. I'm more saving towards Choyuan because I think Choyuan fits more of my personal aesthetic than Galbrenna did, and my fusion team is already strong enough. So I figured, okay, well, let's focus on improving the other teams that are not as strong as my fusion team.
The collapse is accelerating. Our way out is closing fast.
So I think that's why I prefer
We're almost there.
Choyuan over Galbrenna, even though I do like Galbrenna's combat, but I think Choyuan, it's something about Choyuan resonates with me more than Galbrenna. Oh, she ulted.
Rover! Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble. It hasn't been long since you disappeared into the rift. Once that thing masquerading as Fenrico was slain, the other Tidespawn didn't last.
That was the last one. With the family's private Echo Arsenal backing us up, we held the line just fine.
Surely you didn't think we'd fall apart without you? We Aragonese are made of sterner stuff than that. We handled those creatures just fine.
Alright, Carlotta just being herself. Very prideful.
This Phalian Beringal. When the core was destroyed, the other Tidespawn lost their form. For now, the vault is secure. At least, until the next wave spawns. I'd set up order terminals around the perimeter, though. They'll detect humanoid mimics and prevent new Tidespawn from forming here.
Might I ask?
Where's that gladiator from Septimont?
Seravidius made it out of the rift before you. But he didn't look great. Kept muttering about needing to stop the crisis. Then off he went, like a man on fire.
Give me your hand. I left a mark on Avidius during our fight earlier. With Baelor's power, I can tap into his sight. We'll find his trail.
That's convenient.
I must move quickly. Silence, you maddening whispers! No. I'll be damned before I accept a fate like that.
There must be something left I can still do. I won't let the same tragedy happen twice.
He's headed for Thessalio Fells.
Wow. Rover knows exactly where that location is. But surprisingly, I don't. Even though I've been through every map in this game, I still don't recognize certain locations.
Dark clouds are gathering over Thessalio Fells. Something is definitely wrong.
Very well, we'll hold the line. Zani, call in the family's transport echoes. We'll assist Rover where we can.
Don't complicate things. Put those echoes towards supply runs instead. Stay close. We're taking the sky route.
Okay. Alright, once again we are flying with only one wing. Never mind, we have
to form a wind trail.
well,
is that your
now we have our glider.
One of them. I have the tacit discord harpier within me.
Not an echo, but a tacit discord itself? So, you can absorb them directly?
You can say that. Valor is one of many.
One of many? Now I'm really curious about you and your abilities.
If we live through this, maybe I'll tell you. But right now...
We need to find the Harbinger. Do you know how we can identify them?
First things first, they'll be corrupted by the Dark Tide. But the signs aren't always so visible. We'll have to look for associated side effects, and prepare for what they might bring. We've entered Thessalio Fells. I can already sense the tide spawn up ahead.
Alright, who are we fighting this time? I mean, it could be anyone.
That's a Phasalia member. We need to help him.
Let's do this. Okay.
Ah, it's Rover. I think the Sentinel.
What happened here?
Dark Tide creation swarmed without warning. We're overrun before we can...
Move aside. We'll clean up. More bullets for you.
Right. Lady Cantarella is still on the front lines fighting. Would you please help to reinforce her position?
Alright.
Live to hunt.
It's too late, my lady. My mind can't be fixed. Save your potions for those who still have hope. I only beg. Don't let me die a monster. Don't let me become Leviathan's puppet. I see it. The end times. Paradise. Descending at last.
Okay, he's gone insane.
Rover. She is... Why are you with her?
The Phasalia bloodline's ties with Leviathan run too deep. Their ancient fears were the first to be awakened.
Okay.
This is the true horror of the evolved Dark Tide. It feeds on human despair, warping that frequency to form Tidespawn.
Okay, so my theory wasn't completely off. Basically my theory was that the dark tide is kind of like showing people these visions, and in order to, you know, siphon something from them, and I guess it's trying to siphon human despair in order to create a tide spawn.
Your family's antidote can still cure those lightly infected. But for those whose corruption runs deep, like him, their frequencies cannot be reversed. All we can offer is the dignity of dying as a human.
My lady, don't let me burden those who still have hope.
Matriarch of Physalia, I understand the cruelty of such a choice. If you cannot strike the final blow, allow me.
Physalia blood must be ended by Physalia hands.
Okay, well, the way she was making a fist, I thought she was gonna just like sock him.
Thank you. May glory return to the Physalians.
The dead rest. The living march forward. The Physalia will never forget its fallen sons and daughters. Cartathea remains secure in the Physalia estate. But the divinity's statue began whispering in our minds. Then came the Tidespawn soon after. It was Leviathan's voice. Something has awakened it.
It's very likely, Avidius. Right now, everything is riding on us finding him.
Avidius is being affected by it. I don't know if he's going to be fully consumed by the dark tide, but he seems like a not a major character, but an important character to this this main story.
That Septimontian gladiator. Our scouts saw him advancing into the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Lady Cantarella! Rover!
Hey, it's Phoebe, no way.
Reinforcements have arrived! Thessalio Fells. It's already... Attention! Deploy all acolytes to set up temporary resonance beacons. Scattering the light of Genesis will hold back the Tidespawn.
Acolyte Phoebe, a cluster of Tidespawn is marching towards the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Rover, Avidius is our mission.
I'll use my forte to diffuse the family's antidote. It should help to mitigate the Dark Tide's influence.
We'll triage the wounded and fortify this position.
This is something that
the
I
Order's
like.
acolytes
Basically,
will clear
like
a path
all
for you.
the allies that we've gathered up until now,
have to
they all
stop
have a
this.
role to play within this main quest, right? This kind of final chapter, if you will. So, you know, we have our own role to play. They have their role to play. In the end,
Whether the Sentinel
it's gonna be
comes
one
or
big
not, we
fight.
are
Like
their
kind of
will
like
made
if
flesh.
you did watch the trailer,
We protect Rinascita.
basically everyone gathered, like kind of like an Avengers Assemble moment. I hope we'll get to see something like that near the end of this main quest.
As we were at the dawn, so we stand today as the Sentinel soldiers.
Whoa, they can do that?
The Order's acolytes are
That's kind of
holding off the other
incredible.
Tidespawn. This is our chance to go straight for the source.
Yes. There we go.
It's you.
Yeah, he's already been taken over.
Forgive me that you have to see me like this.
When the civilization capsule opened, I was dragged inside. A black frequency took hold of me, swallowed me whole. I saw Rinasita's beginnings and the memories of so many of its people. I saw him too. Caligula. His face was like mine. He was my past and the future I am meant to inherit.
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to force those memories into him.
Yes. I once said that I would write my own story, define my own existence. But after I left that space, I suddenly felt the Tidespawn's movements. They were converging on the Thalia Fells. I still wanted to do something, anything to stop the devastation. But once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke ahead of time. Because of me, countless Tidespawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but I overestimated myself and was corrupted by them.
I mean, in a way it's understandable because he does want to help, but he can't do anything to help because, not to say that he's not strong enough, but I feel like he lacks the power in order to really help. Because, you know, for us, right, for us and our allies, we have power in order to drive away this dark tide, but he's doing this on his own, which, I mean, it was only inevitable if he was going to try to tackle it on his own like this. So that's why I think,
My hopes and dreams.
you know, it had to come
All of
to
it
this.
was real, so why? Why did it all come
I feel
to
bad
this?
for anyone playing this on a phone. Yeah, it's a lot of assets and graphics to really process, but it depends on what kind of phone you're using to play this. I'm pretty sure if you're using like one of the latest phones, whether that's the iPhone, Samsung, or one of the other, like for example, there's like a phone made by
Perhaps this is the
ROG or ROG, Republic of Gamers. I'm pretty sure it can run Wuthering Waves.
It's
I mean, it's
calling to me.
like the ROG phones are typically made for gaming, so.
Damn it. His mind is being consumed by Caligula's memories.
This is the role fate wrote for me. Fate decrees I become the Mad King. So why? Why should I reject its crown? I am the one who glimpsed fate
Alright,
itself.
it is.
And now,
It's time to put an end to this.
I will reveal it to the world.
If you have to buy a phone specifically to play games, you might as well buy a laptop. It's probably cheaper. I guess it depends. Like the benefit of having a phone is that
Who can truly know the
it's
mind
mobile,
of
right?
fate?
So you can just put it in your pocket and
That
then
is
just
why I
go.
will
Like with the
become
laptop, it's a little
I
harder
will wear
because
its
you know
face.
with the laptop you actually have to
That foolish
you know
divine
carry
mask
around
no
like this
mortal
big
can comprehend.
rectangle. It's not as convenient. Like you can't just put it in your pocket and go. Like if you have a backpack, then it'll definitely
I
help.
am the king,
But it depends.
bearer of extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides. I shall quiet the waters and still the tempest. I shall be crowned in glory with the blood of the old king.
All right, let's do this.
Videos.
Unwritten one, I have no need for your pity. From the deepest dark, I rise against your purest light. Let us see which is worthy of a true ruler.
I'm curious if we do defeat this,
If you believe he was once
is
an
a video's
honorable
dead.
gladiator,
Because yeah, we can cleanse the dark tide from within him, but is he too consumed to the point where he can't be saved anymore? Because I mean, I do like Avidius as a character, But if he has to die, then so be it. It's part of the story.
I will tear down this wretched, false world and ride the only truth that endures for eternity. Death.
Wind call. Wait, speak of the devil. Bathe in flames. Ha! Recalibrate. Just a scratch.
No time to lick your wound.
Let's settle the score. More bullets for you.
Wind calls. Waves fall. Waves rise. Judgment strikes. The wicked will face judgment.
You can't escape me. I'll show you.
The gates of hell!
I once scorned the weakness of others. Now
What
I
is
see
that? Okay,
my
that was a
own
whole
heart
snake or something.
trembles just the same. How pitiful.
His attacks are slowing. Keep it together.
His will is stirring within the dark tide. Don't let up. Your memories, your emotions, they weren't all lies. Reach for them. Find what was your truth.
Okay, are you supposed to fill up her forte and then just hold down the attack button?
I've come to send you to your grave.
That's what I noticed.
Wind calls. Wind howls. Unfettered by bounds.
I should have probably just played the character tutorial and figured out how to use it. Oh, one health. Okay. Healer.
The wicked. Hopefully this helps. The wicked. Ovidius, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
Oh.
I am
Didn't hurt.
human. Not one of these monsters. This will be my final glory.
Harry. Oh, there we go. Alright, finally made it through. I was
Ovidius,
wondering how much longer that
remember
fight was
who
going to
you
go
are.
on. It's a good fight.
Remember the man you wanted to become.
The dialogue and everything. It's good.
Lies within the dark tide. No one escapes the mending costs. Wield the dark tide's power, and it will consume you in turn. Come back to us.
I am nothing like you.
How do you plan to resist us?
There must be a way. That girl. Was she devoured by the tide too? Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
The dark tide devours everything. Assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it.
Well, we know who that is.
It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. If this power doesn't want to listen to me, then I'll show it who's the real boss.
Yeah, you tell him.
Fate may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
Well, I guess the dark tide changed her hair as well.
A memory left behind in the dark tide.
He's floating.
She's right. In this war against fate, I still have a move to make.
Cutscene.
I want it to be a story that gives people hope. By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil.
Whoa.
I will absorb all of the Tidespawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Avidius!
There's no time! Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That too is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments, he outran his fate. Now, why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage.
Alright, what does Christopher want?
A truly moving scene. A pitiful, doomed soul struggling to reclaim his fate in the final hour. Alas, his script was written long ago. In this scene, he was always fated to exit. A lie told often enough
Whoa,
becomes
I can't
the
read
truth.
that.
Weave memory, history, experience, and you can craft a man who exists in the minds of others.
That's okay. This makes more sense because, like, Avidius did say that, you know, there's basically a place where no one really knows him, where like no one knows his name, no one knows what he does. He's just a nobody there. The fact that he's a creation of Cristoforo
to become truly
puts that
real.
statement.
That path was still
like,
far off.
It basically amplifies that
I merely
statement,
gave him
though.
form, a mask of flesh and blood, fit to walk the world. In the end, the breath that could give him life was his alone. Oh, a being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world that offers none. Such a pursuit demands the courage to question the meaning of one's existence, yes. It demands pain. Did you not see? I did. His intentions, his ambitions, his darkness, his weakness. To lay a soul bare is not always an act of cruelty. Humanity is fate's plaything. I simply showed them the strings. I lit the fire, the hunger that might ignite their free will. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Tragedy breeds transcendence. Only then may a soul rise beyond itself and touch the gates of immortality. Should you still insist on my cruelty, well, high praise indeed. At the very least, it proves this story has stirred your pity and fervor. That alone earns you the right to read through to the final act. Go then, to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Renacita's fate, with the dark tide as my ink. Will you suffer in silence beneath fate's poisoned arrows? Or rise to defy this world's endless trials? I too await your final answer.
You brought ruin to Renacita. You think you're just walking away?
Ah, my stage lies elsewhere. In this scene, I am but a herald. But since you're so eager, I'll leave you with one final clue. I've never had much fondness for overwrought dramatic irony. The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodians' authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the dark tide ever serve as its anchor of reality? Be forewarned, when dark waters recede, the truth beneath the surface shall come to light.
Well then. What a statement.
The harbinger of the dark tide is the anchor of reality of all tidespawn. That means it must be a real existing person. When I was absorbing the tidespawn, I felt it. Avidius was also born of the dark tide.
Then why didn't the light of Imperator reveal his true form?
Because his intentions and words were real. He may not have shone as brightly as the sun, but in walking beneath its light, he still caught its glow. And that unshakable resolve not to become a pawn of the darkness, even unto death. That created his own truth. That's why he played right into the Quillbearer's hands. A scapegoat, the perfect sacrifice to bury the truth. All his noble wishes were twisted. Such cruel irony can rot for all I care.
Avidius shouldn't have had to bear such a fate. I will carry on his fight. I'll keep writing the story he believed in. The story that gives people hope.
Yes. As he wished. We must stop the greater tragedy that's coming. Let's return to Cantarella and check on the wounded. If Avidius wasn't the Harbinger, that means we missed something.
Oh, okay. There's still
Live
more.
to hunt.
Okay. Alright, so I'm basically like stuck inside of this. Yeah, I'm basically stuck inside of this story bubble, if that makes any sense. So I can't just, if I press escape, then
But as for the rest,
yeah, it'll save my quest progress, but
still need time to heal.
I want to know how much longer it goes.
I'm so scared. Oh, it's you, the great hero Rover. Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just like the heroes in the adventure tales. Brave and determined.
Sure. I guess I am. That's peculiar.
But you can't save everyone.
Okay, great.
Don't go. Don't leave. Don't abandon us.
Cardathia?
That's not Cardathia. That's
Mortals need salvation.
that's
Mortals need unity.
That's Cardathia altar. Some kind of
Righteous one, open the ascendant gates for me.
Alright, well, everyone's been corrupted. She can move. She can move in stop time.
Belong to you, Leviathan.
she just did a Jotaro moment. Started moving inside of stop time.
Chimera! How are you feeling, Rover?
Stand down. I said, stand down. Fall back.
But, Lady Cantarella, we all saw it! Just now!
Enough. I told you to stand down. You've withstood the whispers before. Will you forget your loyalty to your comrades in the face of fear?
I'm sorry, Lady Cantarella and Rover. We lost our composure.
Leviathan is a master at finding the cracks in one's spirit to tear it asunder. Go do what you must. I'll handle this.
What did happen? What wait, what happened? I mean, we know what happened to us, but what happened on the outside? To those, like, that aren't us?
Certain emotions between you and the others resonated. Your tacit mark opened a portal, pulling you into another illusion. That portal fed on your presence to spread malice and fear. But before it could fully take shape, I broke into your illusion and shut it down.
Well, that's good.
I saw Fenrico, Mia, and Cardathia. They all passed through that gate. What exactly lies beyond it?
That's the realm Leviathan created. The journeying paradise. Avidius was Cristoforo's decoy. He planted that decoy in Septimont for years. When the waters recede, the truth shall come to light. Rover, you are the new harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Whoa. That's a bold statement. And we just ended there? Wow. Okay.
Cantarella went inside to prepare that antidote.
Alright, well, I guess we are. What else can I say?
Should be finished now. Time to find her.
Alright, let's continue. There's still more. I think we can get through all of it.
This is the family antidote, made to suppress Leviathan's spiritual corruption. Take it now.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't know if we can do that now. Okay. I just searched up how long this story is. It's 6 hours long. Ooh, that's a bit long. I think we're gonna have to probably do this over 2 days. So we'll get through about 3 hours today, and then we'll do the rest of it tomorrow.
As long
That's
as
a
we can
long
identify
story,
the
but I mean it makes
problem,
sense because this is the
there's a way
final
to fight back.
chapter of Renacida.
You
so-
carry the Sentinel's power within you. That's keeping the corruption at bay for now. What's left are the hallucinations and whispers. I've learned about Leviathan's current state from Galbrenna. The Thessalias have resisted the Threnodian for a century. Its whispers aren't undefeatable. We will defeat it.
Leviathan needs a harbinger with
Okay.
enough influence to spread its
If that's the
gospel.
case, then let's do it.
You're the
Let's get as
laureate
far as
of
we can.
Raguna and the hero
Whatever we
of
don't
heroes
finish,
in
we'll do
Septimont.
tomorrow.
That's more than enough to be its first choice. Your path overlaps with the
Yeah,
videos.
I'm gonna go for 3 hours because again,
Tidespawn
I
is
have to
shaped by the
leave in
harbinger's
about.
thoughts and memories.
In
Neither
in
the
like,
thundering Memphis nor the
we've been streaming
Failing
for an
Beringal
hour
are native
and
to Renacida.
53 minutes.
So,
You once said the Harbinger had to be
So
corrupted
yeah,
by
like
the dark
I'll end it
tide.
at 3, and then I need
But
to
I still
prepare to
don't
leave.
show any signs of
'cause I have
corruption.
something to do, this evening, so I can't.
I suspect the one
can't, I
corrupted
can't stay
might
too
not
long.
be you.
Wow, 6 hours though. That's unbelievable. I think that's one of the longest main quests that we've seen.
Dark Tide, huh? I ate some back at the hunting grounds.
Because normally
Tasted kinda
these
funky.
Main
made me
stories
super
are only
sleepy.
about 2 or 3 hours
Ever
long.
since then, I've been having the weirdest nightmares.
Abby does carry the dark tide's frequency.
Abby must have absorbed many other frequencies. So while the Dark Tide's frequency lay in wait, it was masked by the others. It makes sense. You two share life and energy. As the primary in this bond, your frequency has been overriding Abby's. Leviathan planned for this.
Rover? Did I do something wrong?
You've
We
done
made a call
nothing
when it
wrong.
mattered. I
You just
asked you
keep
to absorb
being
the dark
you.
tide. We couldn't have known what it would become. You didn't do anything wrong.
I see. Well, I can go hungry, if I have to. But you better not get hurt.
The real threat is Leviathan. If we want to end this for good, we kill it and destroy its paradise.
From what I know, Leviathan manifests its kingdom by flooding Renacida with the dark tide. That's how it turns the real world into the journeying paradise. But we've already secured Raguna and Septimont. The Fabricatorium and the hunting grounds are both stabilized. So why is this paradise still there?
Everything you've done has slowed down or maybe even sealed off some of its pathways. That's why Leviathan is resorting to its final plan. This so-called divinity is more devious than humanity realizes. The paradise you saw is not of this world. It stands within the Dark Tide. Matriarch of Physalia, you have guarded this truth for over a century. Now, we need your insight.
I couldn't see the truth until the Threnodian's whispers finally quieted. Only then did those ancient records, once twisted beyond recognition, begin to make sense again. Leviathan was born from the shadows in our hearts, from our longing to connect and belong. It took the shape of a sea creature, because nothing frightens us more than the deep. It used faith to spread a spiritual plague. All the while, it has been feeding on our pains. Fear, despair, sorrow. Our ancestors believed Leviathan survived by absorbing these emotions. Little by little, it burrowed into Renacita's collective unconscious. They said the dark tide is that subconscious made real. An ocean of shared trauma. That's why they called Leviathan the Master of the Deep.
I heard them. All those voices in the dark tide. And before I touched the gate, I felt it. Fear. Sorrow. Like it was pouring out of the people.
The stronger the conflict, the deeper the emotion it stirs. That's what shapes our memories and subconscious. That's why the playwright kept forcing Rinascita into conflict. Every tragedy, every struggle, it wasn't random. It was all to keep feeding Leviathan. The end times are drawing near. The Ragunesi cling to hopes of a blissful afterlife. Septimontians have long believed in another world that begins after death. Leviathan may have drawn from these subconscious beliefs, aligning with those desires to fabricate a false future and afterlife within the dark tide. The illusion of the journeying paradise.
If that's true, once the people's belief in the end times reaches its zenith, their consciousness will align entirely with Leviathan's vision. Like Gilberto, and the others who were fully corrupted.
Its power of assimilation will grow stronger, until the line between imagination and reality vanishes. The journeying paradise will descend upon the world just as before. When it does, every soul in Rinascita will be unified under its control. No thoughts, no will, just blind devotion. No different from the Tidespawn. You saw it in the illusion. It cast aside the Sentinel's form and took on Cartetias. That means the first step in her plan is complete. Leviathan is still watching the real world. Because of the mark of the Dark Tide, it can read your thoughts. So for now, we can't share the full plan with you. But you must have sensed it by now. Your connection with Rinascita runs deeper than I, or even you, ever imagined. You're not just the harbinger of despair. You've become a vessel of Rinascita's hope. So go. Gather every last flicker of it. This is a hunt, yes. But it's also more than that. It's a war of spirit. Of light against shadow. Hope against despair.
Maybe it's a metaphor for, well, it's probably because of... This is just based on the appearance of Rover, but you can kind of see that Rover has white and black hair, like black on the outside and white on the inside. I don't know, I guess it kind of spells metaphor against with light and shadow.
To take Leviathan down,
because
our belief has to be unshakable.
We're both the harbinger of the dark tide, but we're also a hero,
so
heart, we embody both the light and darkness within us.
Unless you're ready to walk it. For now, the dark tide in Raguna is under control. And I think I figured out what it plans to do next. Before the bells of Paradise ring, I'll buy you time. When you're ready, head to Septimon, just like the playwright said. When the moment comes, everything, fiction and reality, past and future, will converge there.
Got it. Alright, next act. Okay, before we go, let's get more information from Encounter Roll. Okay, and then yeah, this part doesn't have any voice acting necessarily. Oh, that's a lot of questions. Okay. Leviathan's poison left deep scars on the demon and something else. About the dark tide. Full control of the dark tide. Every thought and feeling. I see. Reveal their full plan. right now. Can be described as death. So not dead completely, but just dead in the sense that they need her dead in order to fulfill their plan. I'm preparing to leave for Septimont. Safe travels, thank you. Oh. Well, I mean, if we're going to Septimont, you know who's going to be there. We're going to see all the Septimontians. Alright. Oh look, it's you now. Okay.
Keep moving. Stay in line and follow instructions. No dawdling. I promise. We will return soon. Well, well. Is that you, Unwritten One? So you did decide to grace us after all. Thought maybe you'd forgotten about us.
Okay.
Did you come straight from Raguna?
I did. Has it begun here too? I see you're starting evacuations.
An unannounced high tide. But that term doesn't even begin to cover it. No signs, no patterns.
I'm about to spend the next 2 hours grinding
30,000
30,000 kills on a severely outdated character for Evo.
It doesn't make sense.
2 hours.
The
2 hours
Earthbound Wedge
doesn't
is
sound like
still
a lot
holding
of
back
time.
the dark tide.
I mean,
of
we
its
just
depths.
passed 2 hours in stream.
At any rate, Augusta's already led a team
So,
to the Sanguis Plateaus
keep at
to
it, Josh.
investigate.
I know you can do it.
As for me, I'm helping out here. Someone has to stop the panic from turning into a stampede.
It's not just Septimont. Raguna has been hit too.
I see. Raguna too. And Ovidius. He never bent the knee, never played by the rules. Why is it that fate always strikes hardest at those who dare to defy it? I'm just a helpful, ordinary person now, helping the temple with the evacuation. No more restraints from the
So I was
Tetragon.
assuming,
No prophecies.
It does.
I
You can
admit,
get
I've
past
never felt freer.
30 minutes.
It's just...
It does 2 million while its competition do 50 million on placement. Okay. I mean, if you think it's worth it,
The last
then
prophecy
go for
ended
it.
with, the dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. After that, nothing. And with this abnormal dark tide behavior, people are starting to fear the end is upon us. Nice thought. If only more people shared your hope. But in the face of something this vast and unknown, fear is only human. We can't blame them for trembling.
Fully upgraded does 12 million. Oh, okay.
Aquila, any word? The dark tide has been spotted at the Three Heroes' Crest. Bad. It's the highest point in the Sanguis Plateaus, well beyond the Blight Cloud's reach. The dark tide has never touched it before. They call it the Three Heroes' Crest for the three heroes of heroes who once stood there. Many believe their blessing has kept it one of the few sacred places the Dark Tide cannot reach, if even that place isn't safe. We need to see it with our own eyes. But Septimont still needs us too.
Worry not, Honored One. The Senate will oversee the evacuation. Please, go assist the Ephor. We may lack your strength, but we will not stand idle. We will do everything we can to hold the line.
We were born in Septimont. Resistance runs in our blood. And we were raised beneath the shining legacy of heroes. You think we'll sit back and let ruin claim us?
We're counting on you, Honored One.
Alright, let's do it. Let's take down the Dark Tide.
I hate to admit it, but the current Senate's grown a backbone. Cowards wouldn't last long working under Augusta anyway. Come on, Rover. Let's find her. The Tide spawn always shows up where we least expect them, and never slow down. Our warriors are stretched thin just trying to hold the lines. Even though the common echoes here don't depend on the Genesis Nexus, they're still breaking down due to the Dark Tide's corruption. Don't wear that face. These are Septimont's warriors. They don't fall easy. There! The three heroes' crest. Looks like they just finished a battle. Let's pick up the pace. You fought beside Augusta before, and you once led the battle to defeat the Sovereign. Your presence will rally them.
It is lagging a bit. You notice that in the cutscene there's a few freezes.
The
Look.
Honorable One!
Whoa, it's Lupa.
My fellow warrior, you came! Feels like just yesterday we were fighting side by side in the Colosseum. And now look at you! Hero of heroes and all. Didn't see that coming.
Rover, your arrival is appreciated.
Oh, let me introduce you. Augusta, this is...
You know. We know each other. Recover.
Never mind that. Didn't I say before, never underestimate my charm?
It is strange. From the moment we met, it felt like we were cut from the same cloth. Like we'd known each other before. She might seem unmoored, but when the storm hits, she holds fast.
All right then, Augusta. What's the situation?
Theoretically, the Dark Tide flows here from the Blight Cloud above the plateaus. High tides have always followed its movements, but this time, nothing. No Blight Cloud anomalies. No frequency fluctuations near the Three Heroes' crest. We always knew the Earthrend Wedge was a stopgap as we continued to search for a permanent solution. But this eruption without warning defies everything we thought we understood. We repelled the first wave and set up an anti-corrosion ward using anchor obelisks. Have you discovered anything?
Exodus.
What? But... I thought the Sovereign's death would sever the root cause of the Paradise's descent. But Leviathan's rebirth...
The Fraxidos. Always scheming in shadow. Its wicked ambitions know no end.
Your Excellency, another outbreak. Tide spawn heading straight for the camp.
Leviathan won't spare us any time to breathe. It's been too long since we stood shoulder to shoulder in battle.
Warriors! The battle horns sound once again. Let those who defy Septimont tremble at our fury and fall before our valor.
Alright.
Tide spawn dead ahead! Let's cut them down in one clean sweep.
Okay.
Bow before me. Praise me. It's always a blast fighting beside you, my fellow warrior.
Another horde inbound. They're not letting up.
They're heading straight to the Anchor Obelisk.
We will stop them.
That would get to quite a long time. Like Rupa is basically, you know,
Nightmare,
right?
break asunder. You will obey.
Because it was like that during the
Conquest
Coliseum.
begins now.
You also get to use the super, the synergy ability, which is great.
Undying glory! Is it just me, or have they slowed down a little?
Your Excellency, the target is the remaining Anchor Obelisk now.
But the gladiators guard them. They haven't recovered from the last wave.
Leave them to me.
Good. We'll split up and reinforce the rest. Stay sharp.
None shall whisper. One with the sound.
Keep it together.
It's quite a bit.
Shadow descends.
One with the sound.
How is the situation there?
Just cleaned them up.
We've cleared our sector 2. Regrouping now.
More tide spawn at the southwest base point!
Ugh, trying to wear us down one flank at a time, huh?
They're closing in on the obelisks on our side.
Wait. Something's off. They're striking at weak spots in the formation. Since when did they fight with strategy?
Leviathan. It's directing them. It saw we were spread too thin, and scattered their assault on purpose.
The north flank! Hold the obelisks at all costs!
Oh man.
If I release this attack, the whole obelisk array may fall. It's testing me, seeing if I'll trade lives for victory.
So, this is where we're needed, right? Time to help reclaim those obelisks. The north flank's ours. Let's give them a grand show.
All right. More allies. Zani,
The
Grant,
Montellis greet
Sophia,
you. We will
Lada.
secure this cell.
poison Leviathan leaves behind,
Antarella here.
allow
well.
the Phassalias to cleanse it.
All of us right there. Imagine we have Huang Hong with us too.
I've got this side covered.
By the name of Imperator, we'll protect the obelisks here.
Alright. Everyone's in position.
Let's deal with the mess first. Plenty of time to catch up after.
One obelisk remains on the northeast.
I'll take that one.
You have my thanks, heroes from afar. May your names be etched in eternity. This battle is not over yet. Let's end this together!
I never thought I'd see the day. Fighting side by side. The order of the deep. Onward, comrade! We're not about to change Septimos now!
I've heard of the Montelli sensor constructs, but seeing that kind of firepower up close.
Finale, rend this slumber.
Poison. Healing. Maybe the aren't as monstrous as they say.
She's absorbing the tide spawn. What kind of power is that?
Praise me. I shall bear witness. Oh, with pleasure.
You will obey. Nightmare, break asunder.
Conquest begins now. Pathetic struggle. All Lord! Septimon! Here! Here! One strike is enough!
Now watch closely.
Alright. Managed to take care of him.
What is that in the center? An opening. Something inside is sending them frequencies to recover.
The tide spawn is still hiding in there, ready to strike again. Damn it! There's no end to this.
We won't last much longer at this rate.
The entrance is open. Now's the time.
What are you doing?
What I always planned to do. Hunt the Trenodian. The moment I jump into the Dark Tide, the Tide Spawn will retreat to defend. That's when you seal the anti-corrosion ward. Trap them in one stroke.
Jump into the Dark Tide. Are you out of your minds?
More precisely, into the journeying paradise. The suffocating despair you see. It's a gateway, and Leviathan's sanctuary.
You're saying Leviathan built the paradise inside the Dark Tide?
That grand city you glimpsed within it, it wasn't a hallucination. It was real. Paradise's first form. Everything it plotted fell apart. With no other choice, it began spreading the gospel of its paradise by force. And that gives us a chance to kill it. Right now, it's trying to break the Earthrend Wedge's seal and drown all of Rinasita in the Dark Tide. But that's not its true goal. It feeds on our terror, on despairing frequencies. That's what fuels its rebirth and its paradise. We must strike
That's
the
what
root.
she has to do.
Kill Leviathan.
That's what she has to do.
Tear down the paradise it's built. If not, it will descend upon Rinasita, just as it did here, at the Three Heroes Crest.
The paradise won't fall unless we can reach it. How exactly do we do that?
The living can only enter the journeying paradise once they've been corrupted by the Dark Tide. Even then, one of you must go in first to open the way for the rest. Inside, there's a spatial anomaly. Whoever goes first must use the Sentinel's power to break through it, then find a waystone to create a connection for the others to follow.
Okay.
Augusta, you buried the waystone yourself, but it's been corrupted. Only the Sentinel's power can purify it. Take it. Leviathan's eye is still on this place, so I'll say no more. I trust you'll understand what's left unsaid. Once I'm inside, I'll draw its attention. That'll buy you enough time to prepare.
Okay. Let's do it.
Good. All locked and loaded. Now, if you'll excuse me, someone's got to teach the Dark Tide some manners.
Huh? No! Hold on now!
And you, Rover. If your resolve is true, be ready. When the time comes, I'll guide you to paradise. See you all in hell.
Wow. What a one-liner.
The tide spawn are retreating to the center. They're all inside the ward's perimeter. Augusta!
Now activate the anchor obelisk.
We did it, but what good is that? She just rattles on, doesn't even check if anyone's really listening, and then dives headfirst into the dark tide.
The journeying paradise lies within the dark tide. I do not think she was lying. That grand city she spoke of, I saw it myself. Rover, we've set up camp near the Three Heroes Crest to keep watch. Let's head back and rest for now. There must be a way forward. Once we're back, we'll gather all of Raguna's heroes and plan our next move together.
Okay.
The nature of the Dark Tide and Leviathan. Huh. I see where we are now.
Rover, you're here.
Regarding that, I think it's best you hear from them directly.
Oh, okay. Cutscene. Whoa, okay, he's got skills. Let's go. Even how long though?
Loud and clear, Rover. So, all available.
Well,
bloom
more like
bearers
Black
have
Shores,
arrived.
but
We're standing guard at Averado Vault, and Booling is already en route to reinforce Septimont. When the Threnodian blindsided us in Jinzhou, we ate some dust. But this time, the Black Shores will show the world who we really are. We've already synced intel with Raguna, and time's short, so I'll make this a quickie. We've drawn some key conclusions about the Threnodian in Rinasita. The Threnodian is a shadow of civilization, formless and immortal. According to Imperator's judgment, they can't be erased entirely, only shackled. But the one you're about to face is different. The Fraxidus used the Threnodian's gem to resurrect it, and that created a crack in the shell. Tethys believes that with Imperator's power, you might be able to split the gem from the Threnodian and stop Leviathan from fully reviving. If you can extract the gem, Tethys can tap into a Sonoro's infinite expansion to lock that thing down for good. One more thing. Back in Jinzhou, Abby proved capable of absorbing Threnodian's frequencies. This means, in theory, it could act as a temporary host for the gem. But know this, the Threnodian Leviathan is rooted deeply in the minds and souls of Rinceda's people. Only then truly is. At Raguna's request, we've teleported some of our strongest resonators to reinforce the front lines of Three Heroes Crest. So, leave the civilians to us. We'll keep them safe. As for combat power, I called in some insurance. Never hurts to play it safe.
No way, I never thought we'd actually see Calcaro in this story.
Don't worry,
Use my blossoms, self-deceivers.
So you don't have to polish the facts. In any case, you just focus on driving your blade straight into Leviathan's heart.
This is
Renaceda's
this is great.
last line
We get
of
to involve
defense.
like
And we'll be
everyone,
right
not just
here
Renacida,
waiting
Black
for your
Shores,
safe return.
Jinzhou, everyone. This is great.
If not for the Black Shore's aid, we would not have arrived so swiftly, or with such peace of mind. This disaster has swept across all of Renacita. We Raganese won't cower behind Septimon's walls, nor will we sit idle while the dark tide ravages your lands. Septimont has long stood as the vanguard against the tide spawn. This is your battleground. We'll follow your lead, Your Excellency. Just say the word.
Thank you for your trust. Though Septimont and Raguna have drifted apart over the years, in the face of such calamity, we stand together as one for Renacita. There is no need for formality between us. Leviathan is the source of this chaos. If the Black Shore's plan can truly seal it away, then perhaps the storm it unleashed may yet be stilled.
That Discord Slayer spoke of a connection between the Waste Stones. She must have meant the Anchor Stone's ability to resonate and link with another. If there's another Anchor Stone inside the Dark Tide, that connection could open up a path for us.
When the dark tide swallowed me, I did leave an anchor stone behind, but how did you know that?
Not important right now. The real issue is that the anchor has been heavily corroded. To reactivate it, we'll need to purify it using the Sentinel's power.
Even if we take another anchor stone with us, its power alone won't be enough to pierce the spatial anomaly inside the dark tide and open up a path.
Wait a minute. We're seeing him early. I didn't think you'd be here this
You'll
early.
need this.
I thought he would appear later on, like when his banner would be available. Okay. Choyuan.
dying martyr entrusted it to me.
Dang, I didn't have time to press. Those quick time events.
First relic, infused with Imperator's
I wasn't ready for that.
pure original power. That light once drove back the darkness across Renacita.
Most of its strength was spent purging the dark tide beneath Raguna. What's left can only shield one person.
And someone will need to carry it in first, to reach the anchor stone and reactivate it. I'll do it. As a captain, navigating through uncharted waters is second nature.
I'll go.
I know how to resist the Dark Tide's corruption.
Okay, I didn't miss the quick time event this time.
The Phasalia family potion grants resistance, and I've endured its whispers for long enough. I know its tactics. Let me face this.
We don't even know where this anchor stone is. Finding it may take time, and your potion might wear off before you reach it. But I still carry the Sentinel's power. I can hold out longer than anyone. I have to be the one.
This relic holds all that Primus once felt. His fury, sorrow, obsession, and resolve. I see that same resolve in you. Take it.
We've only met Choyuan for a couple seconds, but I like him as a character already. Very stoic. You know, straight to the point.
Lady Cantarella, how many of your family's potions remain?
You're asking if I can brew enough to carry all of us into the journeying paradise. If
It's a
we're
bit
ready
desynced,
to
but
face
it's okay.
Leviathan.
So, once that anchor stone is activated, the path should be clear, right? Great! Then would you do us the honor, brilliant Lady of Potions, and get us there?
Rover, this is Renacita's fight. It is neither your duty to shoulder it alone, nor our desire to see you do so. We will not have you face the Threnodian alone.
The power
If
of
facing
friendship.
Leviathan means being corrupted by the dark tide, then so be it.
The priestesses foresaw this. The dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. If that is our fate, we must meet it head-on.
I'll go first. I'll enter the Dark Tide, activate the Anchor Stone's connections, and hold the path open for the rest of you.
Meanwhile, we'll hold the line at the Three Heroes Crest. The Tidespawn aren't the only threat. The Fraxtus might still have their hand to play.
Once the anchors are active, we'll take the potions and follow.
Renacita will not falter just because a few of its leaders are gone. Its people will rise. We'll meet again in the paradise and end this together. Leviathan will fall.
Rover, we all understand the burden you carry. We are grateful. We'll continue to monitor the dark tide. When the moment comes, we'll move. Until then, prepare and rest.
That visitor from Hong Wang. He must know something about Fenrico.
Oh, we're gonna talk more with
The lantern
Choyuan?
came from the Fabricatorium.
Alright, more conversations with them. Let's go.
You're here. Harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Who are you? How do you know about this?
Choyuan. The capital sent me to retrieve a fugitive.
His
And
pronunciation
gather
was
intel
that
on
was
the Thenodians'
that was
I came
excellent
searching for
pronunciation.
Raguna's blessed maiden. Instead, I found the prime.
Because the way I say it with like just like an American accent, so I say Choyuan, right? But obviously Choyuan is a Chinese name. So, but the way that the voice actor pronounced it, excellent.
He was tied to the Thenodian. Knew the truths of it all. In his final moments, he passed this lantern to me. Said it was meant for you.
So he's...
His ambitions and his crimes were buried in blood. But he paid the price. Gave his life to drive back the Dark Tide beneath Raguna's seas. That's how the relic reached your hands.
What I like is that
Think no more on it.
Wuthering Waves
only
like
of what's
takes
ahead.
attention to detail with like the voices, right? Like the accents. The accents help to bring things more immersive. Like you actually feel like you're in that place.
Death is a cheap way to pay for transgressions. He knew it wouldn't be enough.
Because Choyuan basically, he sounds like he's like a master from like, you know,
Listen.
like his accent.
Every harbinger
you
of
can
the
kind of
Dark
hear
Tide.
it.
Fenrico, Mia, the rest. They all met the same end. Death.
I accepted this long ago.
You've already been touched by the Dark Tide. Even the Sentinel's power cannot reverse it.
That's why we're not arguing over who goes in first. Anyone else would just suffer longer.
You've been resisting the Thenodians' corruption this whole time. Suppressing your resonance ability so Tidespawn wouldn't surface. Everything you said was just to hide the truth. Deliberately. You're prepared to walk into death alone.
You've traveled so far just to honor a dying stranger's final wish. I'll ask for just one more for me. Please.
The Dark Tide rejects outsiders of Renacita. But you're different. I'll do what I can. I'll hold the line here. You do what must be done.
100%. We're
truly
pulling for
prepared to
Choyuan.
die.
We're pulling for Choyuan.
Death doesn't come so easily.
There's no doubt about that. I like his character.
I never act with sacrifice as a given.
Like his personality,
even
the
my
way
own.
that he conducts himself in this story so far, I resonate with all of it.
One last thing. The magistrate of Jinzhou asked me to send her regards.
Oh,
The
didn't see
people
it.
you helped. They're still waiting for your return. Farewell.
All right. Yeah, I love the fact that we can still bring in like Huang Long into this. Okay, let's do this. Oh.
You know, status report.
Frequency is stabilizing. If you're going in, this is your best window. Remember that stretch of chaos we once crossed? If Leviathan has shaped this world through the Dark Tide, Expect something similar. Shifting sands, obscuring fog. Every step, a gamble into the unknown. That Discord Slayer, Galbrenna was it? She's bound to the Dark Tide. If she dared to hunt the Threnodian, she must know how to navigate its depths. Once inside, find her existence in the chaos. Reunite with her. She'll guide you forward. You catch on quickly. I believe you know what to do. Immerse yourself in her rhythm. Feel it, understand it. Find a trace of her within the chaotic frequencies. And when you find her, don't let her go.
Rover, keep your wits about you once you're inside the Dark Tide.
Don't worry. I'll stick with her every step of the way.
Just remember you're not going in alone. When the time comes, we will be right behind you. If you are ready, step forward. May the eternal sun light your path. And may each step bring you closer to victory.
Okay. It's time. We're going in. If I cancel this, like, I don't know how far it'll bring me back. Unless it actually saves and lets me continue from where I left off. Because we only have about another 17 minutes before I end streaming.
Whoa. I didn't think there's actually a whole other world inside the Dark Tide. It kind of feels holy somehow. Huh? Ugh. Feels a bit like chaos, but colder and creepier. Like something's whispering to me. Anyway, let's focus. Like Yuno said, if we do what we did back in the chaos, we can anchor to Galbrenna and find her, right? Let me remember. Something about anchoring to the memories, feelings, and connections in the chaos. The problem is... yeah! Galbrenna's always like... whoosh, she's there, and then whoosh, she's gone. Doesn't really say much either.
In life, chaos. In death, silence. A stillness veils the teeming multitudes. Glory is washed clean in suffering's tide. The hesitant shall not return. The timid shall not pass. Tell me, little lamb, whence do you come? And where does your path lead?
It's that creepy guy again.
Little lamb, your hostility pains me. I came to aid you. You wish to anchor to her. A simple task, surely you've heard. The Dark Tide preserves memory. Her past is scattered through its depths, tangled in the currents like fractured glass.
Then we'll just go find them ourselves.
The Dark Tide mirrors the chaos of the human mind. Shifting, twisting. A fleeting thought, and the path ahead may vanish beneath your feet. Leviathan lurks in the depths of this world, building its kingdom, bending this place into its image. This place is molded by the journeying paradise's frequency. A vision of perfection, unmarred by flaw. But behold, the Dark Tide's true face. A world of hatred, fear, and despair. The world your kind calls Hell. Leviathan merged paradise and hell with its power of assimilation, cloaking rot in radiance. Yet the mask is flawed. The paradise is incomplete. These twin worlds bleed into one another to create spatial anomalies. Countless souls caught between light and shadow, adrift without rudder or self. Lured by false hope, they stumble into its waiting arms. Not yet. Save its light. I will guide you. Walk with me through this wasteland. If you wish to see her, then walk her path. Endure what she endured. You will hear despair's screams. See the dead beg for death. Watch souls willingly burn in cleansing fire. What is? Are you afraid? We share an enemy. We need you. Her plan is bold, but an unwanted frequency has mingled into the dark tide. I know not who it is. This path will prove less smooth than she hoped. But for now, you have no choice. Do you? Come, little lamb. Open your eyes. Sharpen your claws. It's time we
I kind of like the way that
into
camera
the
speaks.
underworld.
Wow, that camera transition is perfect.
The flow of time here is slower than in your world. We have plenty of it. Be patient, little lamb. I shall keep watch over the outside.
Is that Galbrenna up ahead?
I won.
Did you see that? That resonance ability. Can a child really wield that kind of power?
She'll be a force to be reckoned with. Perhaps even rise to challenge for F4 one day.
Damn it. I was so close. If it hadn't been for the difference in our resonance ability, I could have... What did you do to get that kind of power?
My power? It's always been there. Since the day I was born.
Born with it? How unfair. I can't take it. I trained harder, endured more, bled more.
I know. You're all stronger than me, and all worthy opponents. Oh, but please, you should tend to your injuries now.
Are you mocking us? People like you, born lucky, never understand what it means to struggle, to fight for your strength.
No, I really meant what I said. They are stronger than me, in body and in spirit. So many here are. They just don't have the same resonance ability. Why? Why was I the only one gifted with this power?
For those who cannot stomach defeat, even sincerity tastes of cruelty. Fate is never fair. It bestows gifts without reason. Whether blessing or mockery, mankind must learn to carry it with grace.
So she is from Septimont. Why did she leave? And why has she stayed away until now? Her resonance ability was bright and radiant back then. Now it feels different.
The curse of the dark tide.
That makes sense.
Had she returned untempered, with curse still unclaimed as gift, Renacita would have burned for her folly. A fitting fate, don't you agree?
You claim to stand against Leviathan, yet you speak so coldly of human lives. Whose side are you really on?
The two are not in conflict. Many a mighty alliance has thrived on loathing alone. And I am a tacit discord. A devourer and killer by nature. We each take what we need. She too accepted my gift. Left to her own strength, she would have fallen long ago. Do not be so eager for answers. Go live them. Feel them instead.
Influenced by the Journeying Paradise frequencies, tide spawn in the plane of dark tide will gain paradise shelter and take less damage.
She carved a path through this underworld for you. But the true danger does not lie in shadow. It hides in the light. Leviathan toils endlessly to bring its paradise into being. I was right about you. Beneath that calm shell beats a heart that burns. Perhaps you have heard of the great dark tide that swept through Septimont 16 years ago. It swallowed her whole. Once touched by the dark tide, a human's resonance ability and frequency are devoured. Piece by piece.
I was just in Oak Hollow. Where am I? I can't use my resonance ability. Why?
Because the Dark Tide loved you, but you rejected its gift. Now, it will consume you instead. You, your power, and everything that was once yours.
Kiria, is that really you?
You could have risen above us all. With your gift, you might have become the hero of heroes. Why did you stop? Why did you reject it? Don't you crave that glory?
Honestly, I never understood why I was born with this power. You and so many others. You deserved it more than I ever... I've asked myself again and again, what does it mean to be strong? You once told me real strength comes from the heart, not from outside. And someone else said, she said real strength is meant to protect. The dark tide twisted me into a monster. People ran from me. So no, I won't accept this gift.
Well said. My frequency is nearly gone. Looks like I'll never get the chance to surpass you now. So take what remains of my strength. Live on. Live for me. Live for all of us.
Why give this to me?
You're not completely lost yet. You still have a chance to escape. More than any of us. And this is our wish.
Within the dark tide lies fate itself. No one can escape the epic costs.
I always knew you, quiet as you seem. If someone struck you down, you'd rise up and strike back twice as hard. I didn't want to admit it before. But in the arena, you didn't beat me with power. You beat me with will. The fire in your eyes. It doesn't lie. That's why I believe you'll see it through. So live with pride, head held high, free and unbound. Live for us and prove to fate that it can be defied.
Curious creatures, humans. Always resisting fate. Entrusting all their hopes to a single soul. Just to prove they will not bow to destiny. Yet her power was corrupted. Back then, she was weak. As powerless as a little lamb to be slaughtered. Each step forward was a gamble with death.
But she still escaped. How?
She was born through death. Come, let us walk on.
The traces end here. There's no path forward.
Leviathan hides its message in another dimension. The Sentinel's power you bear. Its hour has come, little lamb. Use it to sever the worlds. Reshape what is.
Switch between the worlds. Okay.
Good. If resistance comes, let that power be your blade. A journey into the abyss allows no return. It is a path ordained. To rise, one must first learn to fall. So it
This might be
was
the
for
last one,
her.
and then we'll probably save it and come back tomorrow.
I remember when her resonance ability was corrupted by the dark tide. She fought with nothing but instinct and flesh. She clawed through monstrosities until she stood before me. Her frequency was nearly consumed. How rare! A mortal here. It shall gnaw upon thee. Slow, ceaseless, until thou bend the knee. Thy fate is to be made one with it.
I know. The dark tide devours everything. Assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it.
To claim a divinity's power is to invite divine wrath. Know this. More Tidespawn lie in wait before thee.
It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them? These false frequencies need me to survive. If this power doesn't want to listen to me, then I'll show it who's the real boss.
Thy own kind wished for thy survival. Yet thou wouldst risk it all.
So I can truly live.
To seek a life true, while death surrounds thee. Absurd.
Then I'll show you. By living. No matter the pain, humanity can live through it. With pride. Heads held high. Fate. It may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
To wield the dark tide against its spawns. Fascinating. Perhaps?
Within the dark tide lies fate itself. None can escape the net it casts.
It hurts. But I already see the light.
Carry the strength, and our final hope. Live with pride, head held high, free and unbound.
I'm almost there. I won't give up.
Human flesh remaineth ever feeble. This broken vessel's frequency is sundered and shattered. Yet this is indeed a chance of an eon. I shall give one final push.
You helped her escape the dark tide.
You are free to see it that way. But I made no vow that my boon came without a price. Still, I never did grasp what she meant by truly living.
If you can't tame the power you carry, you'll only be dragged along by it. That's not living. And it's not the future those who helped her wished for her. She carried the same will they did. Even if she failed in that wish, she passed that flame on.
Beyond my understanding. But mark this. Without my boon, she'd never have come this far. Her defiance has drawn divine attention. Though she escaped, the Tidespawn still hunt her. Her fate will catch her eventually. To spare Renacita further calamity, she fled to distant
Chimera is
lands,
willing to help. It's more like
corrupted by
he's
the
being
dark
realistic.
tide
Like, yeah,
and losing all her
she might have this power now, but later on
At
it might
first,
consume her.
she could do
So
naught
he's
but
not
run.
completely. He's being direct about it, which I think is good.
But
That's
she
part
was
of.
clever.
I think I like that about his
Learn
character.
to track the movements of tacit discords through the dark tide's fluctuations. Even when barely holding herself together, she roamed the wilds, warning others of the doom to come. But men seldom listen to a girl who bears a cursed flame. 'Twas easier to believe she brought disaster. Some even said her flames were from Galbrenna, the legendary tacit discord.
So, Galbrenna was originally a Tacit Discord's name?
A fiend of ever-burning flame. A monster who spread fear and hatred across the land. Luring humans into the fire for her own cruel delight. She borrowed that name and saved many in its guise. But her one mistake was her weakness. And that name became a fate she could no longer escape from. The dark tide saw no more after she escaped. So, I will tell you the rest.
The flames! She's Galbrenna! The flame demon!
Time is running out.
Disguised as Galbrenna, use their fear to drive them out. But alas, this time, the true Galbrenna hadn't come. So long as hatred burns, such frequencies shall nurture her rebirth. Run as you always do.
Chimera, give me your devouring power. If I can consume her, I can end her rebirth.
You dare bargain with me?
This is a threat. Without me, you die too.
You would not dare.
Hunt with me, or die with me. Your choice.
You know the cost.
Then before that, I'll tame you. But for now, that undying demon will fall beneath my blade! This name is now mine.
To wield this cursed fire with sanity, you will suffer considerable pain. Is it worth it?
Let's go. The hunt continues.
To consume that flame demon, she surrendered more of her frequency to me. Thus, our pact was sealed. All that I consume, she inherits as strength.
So she became what she is by endlessly feeding on tacit discords.
A pact always has a price. Should she fail to feed me fresh frequencies, I shall feast on her soul, piece by piece, till naught remains. So she hunts, without end. Weak tacit discords are but tasty morsels. Only the strong may stand beside me. If she would grow, she must hunt true danger. To crave unorthodox power, yet cling to her humanity. 'Tis a savage clash of wills between her soul and theirs. And should her will falter,
You'll devour her frequency. Be reborn through her.
I helped her once broken vessel with my own frequency. Enough to survive the dark tide.
Okay.
This is a long overdue repayment.
Okay, Chimera. Alright, Chimera has an interesting philosophy.
No. It was the souls of those humans who saved her. You just saw an opening in her broken frequency and slipped in. Admit it. You just wanted to escape the dark tide, didn't you?
I do not deny it. After centuries, a door opened at last. And she bore a soul unshaken, even at the border of life and death. The most perfect vessel I have ever known. Besides, suffering is a gift. Through it, she learned the true meaning of strength. Fate showed her countless tragedies, stirring her compassion, but robbing her of the power to save. They gave her a second life, but what I offered was a path to wrest her strength back from fate. And that is what she chose. She walks this path with zeal, never resting, as if every misery in the world were born of her own weakness. Oh, and there are 4 more like me in her now. Ah, I almost forgot. Of course, one must not forget the flame demon herself, Galbrenna.
At this point, Galbrenna feels like her true name. But what was her real name?
That you must ask her yourself.
And that is something that we'll figure out in the next stream, because we've been going for 3 hours now. And it's still going. By the way, we have not had a chance to go back to moving yet. This entire time we've just been cutscene into dialogue, into cutscene into dialogue.
You came. Hope I'm not too late?
Not too late, not too early. Right on time. One side each.
Battle with tide spawn in the distorted zones will disrupt the power of the lantern. You need to build up frequency to reactivate it. Once the lantern of Nipoli II switches you to another world, Paradise Shelter will be broken, leaving tide spawn vulnerable. Got it. You will continue from here when you come back. Okay, this is perfect. It doesn't make me restart everything. Okay. Well, so far, I'm liking it. We got to see pretty much everyone come back. Reset and replay. Continue exploration. Okay. Okay, nice. So there's like a checkpoint for where I can come back to. Perfect. Okay. Well, in that case, what is going on here? Well, in that case, we'll just end it there for now. Yeah. Let me just go ahead and collect a few achievements here, and then we'll go from there. Okay, and then a few over here. Yeah, and then a bunch of these ones, yeah, so you have to complete it, which I mean we'll complete it tomorrow. I think there's still another 3 hours remaining of it, so we're still a long way from completing it, but we'll get it done tomorrow. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's Wuthering Waves stream, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see some more Wuthering Waves, or you have any other games that you would like me to play. Make sure to let me know in the comment section, the live chat, or the Discord server. Once again, thank you for tuning in to today's stream. We'll be back tomorrow to finish up the rest of the main story, and then maybe we can tackle a few of the events, because I know there's this event right here, the Lament Recon Solaris Soldier, which is 38 days remaining, and we can also get some cool stuff like Lighthouse and Blake Bloom, and then also this pretty cool sigil as well. So yeah, we'll see though. But yeah, but this is enough for today, so thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you enjoyed, and also enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, I'll see you guys here tomorrow.
In my
See
previous
you later.
match, I slipped and